Pakistan's unrelenting support to terrorism has been exposed yet again. At one hand, it lets a global terrorist preach through a column in National Daily, while at the other hand, one of the ministers in the current dispensation pledged his loyalty and support to the terrorists and their ideologies. Newsweek South Asia has a report.
Imran Khan's fake advocacy for peace talks has been exposed again. Pakistan has recently transformed into a country which allows global terrorists to become a contributing writer in its newspapers. Daily Dunia, a leading Urdu daily of Pakistan, recently had a column which was penned by none other than the 26/11 attack accused Hafiz Saeed. The headline of the article read, "Illegal aggression of India on East Pakistan. Why Pakistan is avoiding advocating for Kashmiri people." The 4-column article carries former Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's picture and some young men holding guns in Dhaka. The byline of the article says, written by Professor Hafiz Saeed. This is yet another example set by Pakistan to prove that it openly mainstreams terrorists and dignifies them with respectable positions. In view of this, it won't be wrong to say that while other countries have media, Pakistan has terror media.
Giving space to Hafiz Saeed in newspaper columns amounts to ingraining terrorism as a policy paper in the government of Pakistan, as well as in the broadsheet journalism. A space in the newspaper columns, it is actually to portray him as a human face of terrorism.
जब तक हम असेंबली में और तहरीक इंसाफ है, हाफिज सईद साहब को तो छोड़े, जो पाकिस्तान के लिए हक और कलमा हक का साथ देगा, हम उसका साथ देंगे.
In the previous video, the person taking vows to support the global terrorist Hafiz Saeed is a Pakistani minister. His name is Shahryar Afridi and he is speaking to Milli Muslim leaders in this video. The video is doing rounds on social media and YouTube because it has revealed Pakistan's true face once again. Shahryar Afridi, a minister in Imran Khan's government, has said that the Pakistan government supports Hafiz Saeed and vows to protect him. This is the most shameless face of Pakistan that has ever been revealed. For Pakistan, the 26/11 attack accused is a righteous leader. Such kind of statements clearly put a question mark on the Imran Khan's avowed policy of curbing terrorism.
There it clearly shows that there is a difference of opinion, difference of perception, difference of deliverance between the power sectors in the statecraft of Pakistan. If you see, the Pakistan Prime Minister has been batting strongly for going ahead against the terrorism in that country, but unfortunately his own ministers have been otherwise just supporting the other side.
Hafiz Saeed has been declared a global terrorist by the United States and the United Nations after 2008 attacks. But this doesn't seem to affect Pakistan in any manner. He not only roams freely in Pakistan but delivers speeches that are hazardous as venom. Hafiz Saeed has been continuously trying to incite violence in India by giving speeches from across the border. In a recent speech, Hafiz Saeed was heard saying that the war against India won't be fought at borders but in Indian cities across the country. Pakistan's overt support to terrorism and terrorists has proved that it can only talk about restricting terrorists but would never be able to implement it. Implementation only comes with intention, but Pakistan doesn't even seem to have the intention of restricting state-sponsored terrorists and terrorism.